sun on our faces and fresh air in our lungs. My mother is strictly against it and reminds me each evening, hundreds of people fall off the roofs every year. My best friend, Ahmed, and I trade hidden smiles with each warning, then climb the stairs to spend our nights under stars that seem close enough to touch. The alley below settles into a patchwork of streetlight, shadow, and sound. A car hums slowly down the deserted street, cautious not to wake anyone, as a stray dog in the distance releases a string of officious barks. "I hear your mother calling," Ahmed mumbles in the dark. I smile, aiming a good-natured kick that he easily rolls away from. Our house is the tallest in the neighborhood, which makes our roof an ideal spot for stargazing. In fact, naming stars for our friends and the people we love is one of our favorite pastimes. "Does everyone have a star?" Ahmed asks. "Only good people." "And the better you are, the bigger your star, right?" "Bigger and brighter," I say, as I do every time he asks the same question. "And your star guides you when you're in trouble, right?" "Your star and the stars of the people you love." Ahmed closes one eye and lifts his thumb to block out one of the brighter stars. "I'm tired of looking at your big fat face." "Shut up and go to sleep then," I say, laughing, letting my gaze relax into the velvety emptiness between each pinprick of light. My eyes travel down the sky until they rest on the familiar rise and fall of the Alborz Mountains, which serpentine between the desert and the blue-green Caspian Sea. I get distracted for a moment, trying to decide if the darkness is black or so deeply blue that it just appears inky in comparison. I wonder why people are so unabashedly afraid of the dark, I ponder, and Ahmed chuckles. I know without asking that he is amused by my eccentric vocabulary, the product of a lifetime of heavy reading. My father pulled Ahmed and me aside one day and asked me, in front of family friends and relatives, what I thought life was about. I promptly said that life was a random series of beautifully composed vignettes, loosely tied together by a string of characters and time. My father's friends actually applauded, much to my embarrassment. Ahmed leaned over and whispered that I would soon be inaugurated as the oldest 17-year-old in the world, especially if I kept saying things like unabashedly and beautifully composed vignettes. Ahmed and I have just finished the 11th grade and will be entering our last year of high school in the fall. I look forward to the end of preparatory school as much as the next 17-year-old, but this lively anticipation is tempered by my father's plans to send me to the United States to study civil engineering. Long ago, my father worked as a ranger, protecting the nationalized forests from poachers who cut down the trees illegally for personal profit. He now works in an office, managing an entire region with an army of rangers reporting to him. "Iran is in dire need of engineers," Dad reminds me whenever he gets the chance. "We're on the verge of transforming ourselves from a traditional agricultural country to an industrial one. A person with an engineering degree from an American university secures a great future for himself and his family, in addition to enjoying the prestige of being called Mr. Engineer for the rest of his life." I love my father, and I would never disobey him, but I hate math. I hate the idea of becoming an engineer, and I would hate being called Mr. Engineer. In my dreams, I major in literature and study the philosophy of the